Happy Monday. I'm back again. It's a good day. And I think I'm going to start again. Man, you could never be a presenter. Just loads of cod swallow. Greetings. Happy Monday. It's Monday the 21st of July 2025. I know you said 2026 yet. Maybe I'd like to be a year ahead in the future. Yeah, woke up this morning feeling pretty good, as I always do on a Monday. Had a really restful weekend. Thought I'd do another reading. Basic you versus them again today. Starting as always with the Blue Owl deck. Let's see what my mum's got to say today. Number 20. The gardens entreat. To a party you'll go. A new friend you'll meet. Romance will outflow. Faithful your friendship when you're not far off, but away on a trip your lovers soon scoffed. It's another one of the cards that have two meanings depending on where it would come up in the reading. But I just like to take the general feeling of this card, which is that you might go to a party and meet someone. It doesn't have to be like a manic party. It could just be a dinner with some friends. And maybe you'll meet someone new. Yeah, meeting, party, event, something in the public, an audience, a network of people, something to do with creativity as well. So, who knows? It's always good to keep your eyes peeled when you're meeting new people. And right under that's the heart. Whew. Very romantic this morning, and they're friends. Let's see if the Blood Oracle has anything similar to say. It's always quite dramatic, these cards. I don't seem to pick the nice chilled out ones. Let's see. Whew, the lightning strike. Gosh. And the erratic. Okay. That looks very almost like love at first sight. Something from the sky, something that bolts out the blue for you. The lightning strike. Dramatic change, destruction, and renewal. The lightning strike card represents the sudden and dramatic force of change. The power of a single bolt may topple an entire forest, but a forest relies on cataclysmic events like these for ecological succession. The smouldering ashes of destruction nourish the ground, and eventually life returns. A new forest grows, stronger and healthier than the last. Life can always change in a flash. Life can change in a flash. Ooh. Maybe you meet someone in a party and your life changes in the flash. And then 30, the erratic, which we've had before. Why are the two? I mean, they're the same. The unexpected interruption in position. A boulder deposited by glacial movement in an unexpected location is called an erratic. Imagine a large mass of rock at rest in an empty field, an unavoidable and worrying form in an otherwise calm environment. The erratic card reveals that something unexpected has found its way into the familiar, and while it may be something that has always been there, it needs to be acknowledged. Okay. Maybe you know this person already, and now you get to meet them at a party again, and you see a different side to them, perhaps. Or it's a friend you already know, or someone you know already. Could be that. Something unexpected at least, and very dramatic. Lightning strike. Oh, it's a nice reading today. Last thing you want is something heavy on a Monday morning. But I shouldn't tempt fate and talk about cards that haven't fallen yet. I've got a new deck. It's the Ehrenberg Tarot. Where's its little box? There it is. It's very pretty. I love the pictures. Done a few personal readings with them, and hopefully it's enough to get a good feeling of the deck. But we'll see what it throws up today, whether it continues the theme of this morning's mystery meeting. Sounds exciting. All right. 4 swords. That's come up a lot the few days. I actually woke up this morning with the feeling of having rested. Split that deck. Let's see what it has to show me today. 5 cups is a surrounding energy. Woohoo! But behind that, 3 cups. So you versus them is you here, position 1, position 2. Your challenge, position 3 is them. Their challenge in position 4, and position 5 is what binds you together. So maybe you've come from a place where there's some loss, or they have, or you're both looking at the past, or you're 7 cups. Cool. Knight of Swords is your challenge. This is going to be a challenging reading. 4 of Wands and 3 Wands in their challenge, and 2 Wands between you. Wow, okay. You've got a lot of options. Yeah. And they're in the spirit of 4 Wands, so some sort of celebration or coming together, party. Could be this party. Maybe they're making friends as well. Their challenge is 3 of Wands, which could be like they're waiting for their ships to come in. Maybe they're getting a bit frustrated or not taking the next necessary steps to the next level. Maybe they're scared to ask you out. Could be. Your challenge is a Knight of Swords, which is a very watchful energy. Obviously, that's the card, but not much emotion there. Maybe you're being too blunt, too direct, or too forceful. And then 2 Wands together, binding you, which is nice. Very nice energy here. Looking to the future, looking to how you could have the world, basically, I guess, maybe together. Yeah. I think I'll start there. And we have 7 cups underneath. Yes, having everything that you want. I'm clarifying with the Morgan Greer this morning. As these 2 cards, even though they're from different decks, have very much the same vibe as well. Very cool. And they're 5 Pentacles underneath. Interesting. So, let's see. Page of Swords. King of Cups. Yeah, taking action with emotional intelligence. I suppose that's the only way you can conquer the world. You do need some passion. Do you both have lots of options? Or you could have anything you wanted, perhaps? Yeah, if you went for it. A lot of watching energy again, which I got from the card already. Page of Swords can be seen as a spying card, but Sword just looks like a kind of observing. Yeah. You both want the world, so you're very discerning on who you give your cups to. With 5 Pentacles and 5 Cups, maybe that's because of past heartbreak. Which, you could say quite about a lot of people. But then you do get some people who completely avoid love because they've had too much pain. you know, people who want to completely avoid love aren't looking to have the whole world in a love relationship. So I don't think that's you two. I think you're just very discerning about who you give your cups to. All right. 3 wands. Yeah. Reluctant to take that next step. So I'm going to have a look at their blockage, because it's obviously to do with past heartbreak. Yeah. He's not looking at the future just yet. Whoever this is, they're still at the handshake stage, you know, they just met you. You're like, who are you? Who are you? They're looking for trickery. Maybe people have tricked them in the past. So that's what they're looking for. I can relate to this. Once you've been, I don't know, let down, gone past enough time, you start to be, what's the word for it? Hypervigilant. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because of pain. There we have 3 swords and 4 cups, refusing offers because of pain. All right. So I guess it all just depends on what they're hypervigilant about. If you can understand what the 7... Yeah, look, I mean, Queen of Swords under there, they don't take shit anymore because of towers. Right. Knight of Swords. Why have you got Knight of Swords? They don't just take any offer. They're very, very, very careful now. Always trying to look into the future for possible dangers. Knight of Swords. Is this you being too blunt, too action orientated? Does it need more love? Yeah. I don't know. Knight of Rods. It wants some passion. So we've got the Knight of Wands as a surrounding energy. Yeah, there's not... Yeah. And then we have the Page of Wands and the King of Swords. Okay, got two Knights of Page. Yeah. Okay, so the energy of Swords is logic and stuff. The Knight could be a bit erratic. They can, I mean, they're sent by kings, but, you know, it's still a knight. It's not a king. You need to have king energy if you want to wield the sword, if you want to use this logic, but you also need to keep the passion. Yeah. Okay. Because there's new beginnings. You chop it down with too much sword energy. Very determined. Yeah. Don't be too defensive, I suppose. Because the king accepts these people coming to him. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he creates this communication. But a knight is being sent to do errands, trials, or whatever, quests. Yeah. Be more king, less knight. Even if you want to wield that sword, but keep the passion, the creative flow of the wand energy. All right, let's go on to 7 of Cups. What are all these options you got? Is this living a luxurious life? Is it delusion? Is it... It's come up as you, so it should be positive. It feels like you could have anything in the world that you wanted. The world, everything in the world. That wasn't a magic trick, that really was just still there. Yeah, okay, so the world, it's telling me it is the world, it's the world. 7 of Cups, clarified by 7 of Cups with 6 cups. And 3 Pentacles. Yeah, wow. That's such a sweet energy. Sharing, family. Something that you've been building for a very long time. Wow. Very sweet. Very cool. Very, yeah. Childhood romance kind of vibe, like somebody you feel like you have a connection with, a deep past life connection perhaps, somebody you'd really want to build with. Yeah, all these options. Interesting. Yeah, the world. So let's see what they're doing. 4 of Wands. Have you recently connected with something from your past that you can build with and it's giving you lots of options? I don't know. So the 4 of Wands, qualified by the Emperor. Gosh. They really know what they want. And they want it their way. Emperors can be a bit cold though. Handshakes. 9 Cups, independence, fulfillment. Bit of a red nose there. Maybe having fun at this party, too much fun. And strength. Yeah, they're pretty groovy, man. Reliable. They know how to have fun. Maybe this is why you'll like seeing them at this party, because you'll see that side of them that likes to have a lot of fun. Possible. Very strong as well, taming. So even though they know how to really let loose and have a good time, they can control it. Yeah, maybe that's how you know it's them. Well, that's why you like them. Yeah, Emperor. 5 Cups. So still just undercurrent pain between you both. Yeah. Very on guard on your side. 5 Cups is the energy. So, yeah, need to, yeah, it's about this union. There's 2 Cups here. 2 Cups underneath the 7 Cups. Okay. 4 Swords. Okay. Which came up in the pre-shuffle. 10 Pentacles. Something happened that caused 5 Cups basically. But you had to rest. But you've got your 10 Pentacles. So there's financial stability in the surrounding energy to do with a union. Got some rest involved. Some regret in the 5 Cups. Yeah. Sounds like you're going to have a good time, whoever it is. I'll leave those there. So I'm going to just pop into this deck again, get 3 cards and bottom card just on what should the viewer do. Oh geez, I've got a jumper again. Who is it? The Empress. Ace of Swords. What should the viewer do? It's kind of hard to approach a person that's so wary. This is real wary energy. Yeah. The King of Cups, his cup is open. It's ready to be offered. Yeah. You just got to get some passion back in. Don't forget the passion. And don't send knights up. Come in your king energy. Ace of Cups. Right, I got business to do, so let's finish this up. 5 swords. It's all these swords, eh? Knight of Wands underneath. There's that wand energy. Stay your hand. A bit of overthinking about this Emperor. Gosh, it's always a bit challenging sometimes with a new deck. Let's have a look. Falconry, grapes. Yeah. Sorry, folks, just thinking. I'm in quite a serious mood this morning. I tell you, reading hasn't really got started, really, has it? But I'm nearly done. Yeah, there's some overthinking here. So, and this Emperor energy, which come up here in their energy, is that, are you intimidated by them? Yeah, maybe that's why you're sending your knight out. Not being vulnerable. Because this bird's very vulnerable with his little hooded thing. 9 Pentacles, you need to be quite adept to handle a falcon. Yeah. You need to, given the energy of staying your hand a bit, also, I mean, 5 Swords is obviously clashes, but it's almost like, don't overthink too much. The falcon's not going to injure you. If you try and handle them, yeah, it's got talons, but just don't, you know, they're, they look big and scary, but they're very fragile creatures, really. All birds are. You're the danger. Not like you're a danger, but, you know, even some of the most poisonous snakes in the, you know, and spiders and stuff, they're afraid of everything bigger than them, even though they can bite you and kill you. That's just to defend themselves. Yeah. Just be calm. Stay your hand. Less of the Knight sword energy. If you want to have sword energy, be in the king mode. And remember the passion. Yeah. Oh, wonder who it is you'll meet. Looks like they've been hurt in the past, so maybe just tread carefully. But I like the energy that's linking you. It's a very even, balanced sort of the way you would want to start from a new relationship. Yeah. Looking and watching and making good decisions in that energy with the Page of Swords and the King of Cups. 2-1. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. All right, I think that's the end of my reading. I have to go run errands in town. Very thoughtful today. Anyway, I got told yesterday I should be more organised and write down the names of the people I'm recommending, but I'm not that organised and I haven't done it yet. So maybe I'll do it later. Anyway, wherever you are, I hope you're having a nice Monday and that the sun is shining on you. Thanks for joining me. If you had a good time, like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you don't, you might make me cry. See you later.